Okay, see, it broke. It actually stopped recording. But following the train of thought from the last video, maybe you guys will find new breakthroughs and ways in which this was affecting your relationships in the past, and you guys might be able to tone it down or use it in a different manner to build your guys' mentality or build your guys' mind up, or even be able to affect the minds of others in a positive way and not just and not the negative way that it's actually been affecting you. Now, the Nine of Pentacles represents how this emotional block is affecting relationship with others in the present. It's been affecting the self-confidence of others. This is the main thing that I see with this card. I do feel that it's been affecting growth, and it's also been affecting your possible finances or possible gains in finances, since this card is all about finances and growth and all that stuff. Now, I do feel like how this emotional block that you've been having has been affecting relationships with others in the present. There's some type of knowledge that you guys have to gain from this. There's a type of knowledge that comes forth from this, and it's one of those things that you guys will learn from. Maybe you guys are overly confident. I believe that you guys had the Queen of Swords as far as your one of your obstacles, and the Queen of Swords it's one of those cards that she has a sharp wit, but she has that sharp wit because she's intelligent, and so with it. She cuts through bullshit, and so maybe that overly that energy from the Queen of Swords was rubbing off on your confidence, and maybe you guys were appear more confident than what you guys actually were, and this could in effect push people away. So that's one thing that you guys will have to assess, and that you guys will have to look at. Now, how funny! The Hierophant has come out in the 4th card position, and the 4th card position represents the lessons that can be learned from the emotional block. So, just like the Hierophant in the last one was talking about how the energy that was sitting upon the whole deck was sitting upon the idea of conformity, the idea of tradition. It speaks that this is one of the lessons that you have to learn. You have to conform to society to some degree, and you guys have to in some way try to find inspiration in it, because you guys are probably not used to following a code of ethics or following why there needs to be a sense of morality to things. You guys may have felt that following society will kind of put you into captivity, but there's things changing. Things are changing in your life, which is what the 5 denotes. And you guys will have to conform in some way, shape, or form to what society has currently right now. And that's necessary because the Hierophant speaks about those alliances. And it also speaks about marriage too, depending on what other cards come out with it. But this is to say that you guys will have to conform, and your souls will have to conform to some degree of what the society is like around you, and that's very, very necessary. Ooh, I'm so sorry. And that's very, very necessary, because in order to create that wealth that you guys want to create, and in order to create those new opportunities, you guys will have to conform to one degree or another. So this reading is very much saying the same message as the other reading is saying for you guys. Okay, so with the appearance of the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, it represents steps that can be taken to encourage self-healing. All right, so with the Queen of Pentacles, maybe being overly ambitious can be one of those things that can help you guys. in order for you guys to build up your confidence, you guys will need to, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, seem like el más chingón. And when you guys seem like el más chingón, you guys will start to, put your shoulders back, stick out your chest, and do, the things that el más chingón does. And el más chingón, well, he follows conformity, he follows the system. He knows that he's the shit because he can be the shit while following the system without trying to be a rebel, but still being his own individual self in whatever way, shape, or form you guys take that in. Now, if you follow the Queen of Pentacles and the energy that she represents a lack of status. So maybe having this lack of status is what's going to allow your soul to heal, but also to push forward in creating something for yourself. And the lack of stability right now is there. The reason for this lack of stability to be there and this lack of foundation is because it should be your guiding factor to push yourself further in order to be able to build up the life that you want. If everything was going fine and dandy, everything was comfortable, there would be no need to push yourself forward. But with the lack of stability going on, this allows you the ability for your soul to push itself so that it can gain stability. And I like this reading because when it comes to the sixth card, which is represents the guiding spiritual principle to be followed in the future for self-healing, I do feel like this begins in the home, obviously because of the 4, but I do feel like this opportunity that's being handed to you by the divine, and this is the divine actually because of the fact that your previous reading had the Wheel of Fortune as the final card. I do feel like you guys, alright, you guys need to stop being bored of what you think you don't have. Let me rephrase that. You guys need to stop being bored, and you guys need to start putting your thoughts into action and start looking at these changes that are happening. Now, the order that I see it in is the 4 of Cups, the 5, which is a Hierophant, and then the 6. So, looking at the opportunities that the universe is handing, following the conformity within it, and allowing yourself to move away from the primary emotional blocks or issues that have been limiting your self-growth. Now, this is where I'm going to go towards the Queen of Cups that just recently fell. And the Queen of Cups in the reverse, it speaks about a depressive attitude. You guys might be adopting a depressive attitude right now. I do want to say that you guys are having lack of direction, which is why some of you guys have been led to this channel to gain some direction from it. And also, I do feel that that maybe some of you guys have been feeling needy, which is also one of the things that may be blocking your self-growth. And at the same time, I do believe that some of you have been shallow. To some degree, I do feel that some of you guys have been smothering to whoever it is that you guys feel dependent on. But I do feel that that maybe other people feel like you can't be trusted. The idea that somebody might be feeling that is because, to whatever odd degree, that is what you guys show to other people. Like that you guys that they're not trustworthy. That's why you guys keep to yourselves. That's why you guys keep to a small group. Now, I do feel that another one of those energies that might be keeping you guys from self-healing is that you guys tend to get vengeful. Whenever a Scorpion or a Scorpio feels like they're cornered, what do? they'll attack to no end. They're willing to destroy themselves to get back at somebody, which is not really the necessary need to do so, but it's just that unconscious guiding habit that you guys have as Scorpios in the lower sense. And I do feel that with the appearance of the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, you guys you guys are meant to see things from a different perspective, and you guys are meant to see the brighter things in life. You guys are meant to see this light that's shining out, rather than, or looking out from this window rather than looking in from outside and feeling like you guys have been at a loss and feeling like you guys have been left in the cold. So this is actually really good. I'm going to go ahead and pause this for now, but I will be right back in a second. Alright, and so I'm back. To you guys, that was just a split second. For me, it was like a good 20 to 30 seconds. Alright, so in saying this, what I was saying before, there's a certain path that you guys have to conform to, and part of it requires for you guys not to use that sharp wit that I know you guys are famous for using. So in saying that, I will now do an advice spread to show you guys any further advice that the universe may have for you. And this is actually further advice to show you because a self-healing spread pretty much explores a lot of different factors that are going on in your guys' lives, and it really opens you guys up to a new realm. It opens you up to the ability to really look at your darker side and really come to terms with it. And once you guys come to terms with your dark side, that's when you guys will have crossed the mountains and gone onto the other side of the mountain, so to speak. This is where the Scorpion will be able to go to the other side of the mountain to see what it could see. So this is actually really good. I might have to use something like this for myself in the near future. Alright, so going on, we're going to do this relationship spread for you guys, and we're going to see, not a relationship spread, this advice spread, and see what else the universe has for you guys. Alright. Cool. So the Temperance card has came out, and the Temperance card is asking you to balance yourself. Balance your mind or your consciousness, and balance you balance your unconscious mind and balance your conscious mind. At the same time, it's asking you to balance your emotions and to balance your ego. At the same time, it's telling you that when you finish this road, that there will be the light at the end of the mountains, or on the other side of the mountains, so to speak. Now, it's also telling you that through this, you're going to gain wisdom. You're going to gain wisdom that's very, very powerful. It's wisdom that's going to allow you to be able to control the things in your life. It's going to allow you to be able to use that power to create whatever it is that you guys wish to create, which is actually very, very powerful. Now, it's asking you to it's letting you know that this reckless or restless energy that you guys have been feeling, it's necessary in order for you guys to push forward, to push on, to push harder, to create that foundation that you guys have been wanting. I know you guys want to hide from the world, and you guys want to kind of be off in your own little corners, or your own little caves and stuff like that, but this is asking you to get out there. The energy from the Four of Swords in the reverse, this restless energy is meant for a reason. It's meant to push you. It might feel uncomfortable, obviously, but don't take it as such. Take it as the need to change to look at the finer issues, to look at the deeper issues that are affecting you, and to get rid of them, because that's what's really causing your restlessness. Now, once again, the Hierophant comes out. Now, the Hierophant is asking you to conform. Wow, I have never seen a card pop out this much. This is actually very, very interesting. Just as what I've been saying with the Hierophant, you guys know you guys know the drill. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse when I keep trying to describe the Hierophant, but this is notifying you that there's changes that are going to be taking place, and these changes are changes that you have to conform to in order to allow the universe to give you what it needs to give you in order to take place. However, I do have to denote that with the appearance of the Judgment card in the upright, that this is necessary for you guys to have a sense of renewal. If you look at the picture, they're naked. That means that they've gone through death, they've gone through whatever it is that it killed them, but there's a necessary need for renewal. And the Angel of Judgment is saying, hey, look, whatever you decide to do, just make sure that it's for your renewal, that it's for your growth, for your resurrection. And I know that for a lot of you Scorpios, the need for destroying things could be there, and it could be fun, but in the end, there's always a new beginning. So just like Scorpios may have destroyed different things in the past, whether it be lives, whether it be relationships that they had to get back at, or people that they had to get back at, those people began something new in their lives afterwards, a new journey of sorts. And this is saying that just like certain things need to be destroyed in your life, that there's a sense of renewal. So you guys don't have to worry so much about what's going to happen afterwards, because this is being guided by the universe. Now, with the King of Swords in the reverse, it speaks of a breach of faith. Now, you guys might feel like this is a breach of faith, because the Hierophant is all about faith. It's all about churches. It's all about belief systems. So, I do feel like this is asking you to trust in the universe, to trust in yourself, to trust that the things that are going on right now are things that are necessary to take place. I do feel like it's asking you to be less ruthless. I hear less ruthless. That sharp wit can be pretty ruthless, so you guys need to tone it down a bit. I do feel like you guys need to stop being illogical about what's going on in your situation, and just go with the flow. Go conform to the flow of the tides for now, and see what happens. See if that allows you to do anything. I know some Scorpios may have evil intentions, or intentions to cause cruelty to another person for vengeful reasons, but I do feel that that this sense of judgment doesn't need to be on others, but it needs to be more on yourself and more on your situation. So I do feel that to whatever end, that you guys need to bring balance to that. You guys need to bring balance to this energy. Now, I do like to say that you guys might be addicted to this restlessness. You guys might be addicted to the fact that you guys always need something to do. Pluto comes with a lot of power, and along with that power comes the idea that you guys may need to do something with it. And you guys might be chained to the idea that you guys have to go around using this energy. However, with the Devil in the reverse, and just like the King of Swords, it speaks about the evil side of these addictions, or the evil side of this power. It's asking you, don't use this evil power for whatever it is that you guys wish to do. You guys need to bring balance to your life. You guys need to balance this energy that you guys have within you. Now, the idea is, don't fight it. Don't fight the feeling. Don't fight the energy. You guys have to look at this dark side. You guys have to deal with this with this dark energy, and you guys have to come to certain terms. Come to a mutual agreement. There's no need to fight anymore. There's no need to fight whatever it is that the universe is putting in front of you. There's no need to fight the ending of this cycle, because new things, good things will come from it. And see, once you make this judgment, you guys will have that self-confidence that you guys have been searching for. A lot of the times, the sneaking around and stuff like that, or going behind the scenes that Scorpio likes to do, it can tend to make a person uncomfortable or unconfident in themselves, because they have things to hide. And what if those things come to the light of day? You know, that, so you guys may work to keep things in the light of day. But with the appearance of the Fool card in the reverse, this speaks of recklessness. So it's asking you, don't be reckless, and at the same time it's letting you know that things are at a stall right now. It's letting you know that when it comes to this cycle right now, that it's not going to end. New things aren't going to begin until this old cycle is done, which is just pretty much reiterating everything that I mentioned before in either one of those other spreads that I was doing. I do have to say that with the Fool in the reverse in the advice, is asking you not to be inconsiderate of what other people think, of what other people feel, and the ideas that other people might have in terms of either your situation or theirs. Because I do feel that one of the reasons that the cycle is not ending is because there's inertia and there's stagnation in your life somewhere. There's problems in your life somewhere. And usually, and usually with the readings, they tend to be in the relationship. But I do believe that this one, it deals with yourself. It deals with the possibility of even being taken advantage of, and that's why you guys feel like you have to use this type of energy to get back at them. But I do feel that to whatever degree, things are changing. Things are changing, and instead of fighting the feeling, go with it. Let these changes happen and see what happens in your life and see how it affects you. Hopefully that you guys found these readings, or these spreads and these readings to be of use to you guys. I do want to say that that you guys will be able to catch me again when I do the readings for May. And do be aware that this video is in 2 portions. So make sure to watch the first portion before you watch this second portion, so that you guys don't get confused by what I'm saying here and what I said in the previous reading below. But I'll have the link to the previous reading below, just in case you guys find this one and want to watch the first part to it. So in saying that, I hope you guys have a great evening, or a great morning if you guys are in the on the other side of the world, or in another portion of the world, and that's not over here in the States. And I do hope that you guys will take this information and that you guys will use this advice to better and further your life. With that, I'd like to let you guys go. This is David with Tarot and Astrology for All, signing out.